And we're seeing so much increase in cancer. We're seeing a lot of breast cancer. There's a lot
Yep.
of women with breast cancer
Yep.
and all these things that we have going on. And so I'm watching these planes spreading warrior and insecticides through these
Yeah.
fields. It's just overdone. So I made a big change. So I'm like, all right,
You
I'm
sure
gonna
did.
feed the masses chemical-free healthy food. So I went and bought a Pillsbury plant. We were about 250 or 30,000 square foot, and we can load 4 rail cars at a time, and we can bring it off the farm, clean it, polish it, package it, and put it into retail. This is some black beans. This is our
Mm.
packaging, Thousand Springs, and then we got a gluten-free flour here as well.
Wow.
And
Okay.
then, and this is a Tibetan purple barley. We were talking about Dr. William Lee.
Yeah, ancient grains.
And
Okay.
ancient grains. We grow some corn that goes back from the Hopi Indian tribe a couple thousand years.
So our body knows what to do with it
Our
because
body knows what to do with it.
yeah, it's like the original God grain that was on
Yes.
the planet.
You just need to go back to the European style flour system, and because they're doing so much better than we are. They can eat grains over there. They can digest it better. We kind of, as a company, we want to kind of get back to the older grains, even though they yield less. But if we can put it in a more digestive, better form for the human body and set an example and help
Right.
kids. We have a cafeteria here where we bring in kids from the Boys and Girls Club, and we took them out to the farms and we give them seeds to plant in a little cup and give them some basics.
Yeah.
But we got to get kids back in agriculture. We have
Isn't that the truth?
it's
Yeah.
costing so much to farm. Tractors are
Mhm.
$500,000. It's just such a expensive, high risk business. And so there's a lot of kids that don't want to come back to the farm.
Mhm.
But I think that if we can get them excited about the future and some of these new tools, if we can get to this robotic cultivators where they're taking care of the soil, and then you don't need all this heavy equipment. You pretty much need a planter that can no-till in. You've got the cultivator that's coming in there that's robotically moving like a Roomba into your living room.
Really?
It's hitting that field and
Uh-huh.
sub-inch, right? And then you let that thing go, and it's going to move all of the weeds that you want out, remove them, but leave the beneficial weeds or
Okay.
plants that are feeding the crop. And it's
Sure.
also monitoring if you have, say, an aphid or whatever.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, cane molasses is a great product because you can put that on your plants, feed a little bit of sugars to the biology that enhance the biology, but it
Mhm.
also annihilates aphid. They use that in Australia quite a bit. So when they hit that,
Really?
yeah, it eliminates the aphid. But we also have these microscopic wasps that you can't even see with the eye that
Mhm.
you put out in these little cards and you put out in your cornfield, and they reach out and hatch. And when they see a earworm or a mill moth or an aphid, it attacks their eggs, lays an eggs, and then multiplies, and then they annihilate the insects.
My
So the
gosh.
ladybugs are also beneficial in your
Yes.
wings. And so when you put so when that camera technology goes across there, if it sees a hot spot or sees a plant disease, it's
Mhm.
going to be able to let you know. Then you're going to be able to go in those hot spots and put out a bucket of ladybugs and whatever. And then,
My God.
well, then I don't need insecticide. I'm saying there's no need for it.
That is crazy.